Hello and welcome to Roosevelt Rebel with your host, Tisa Rebel Beltran. So, it is my lunch break and I had to put a podcast out because it's been a little bit. Every time I'm like, I should put one, and then I'm like, homework, which I should probably be doing right now is my homework, right? Yeah, it's my lunch break. I should probably be eating or doing my homework. But I'm prioritizing this here podcast right now. What I wanted to discuss today was intersectionality. So, at work, we have to take these courses because it is a corporate job and you need to um, take courses and be aware of certain things like racism and, all these other things. So, the one that we are working on right now, well, I'm working on, it's like a 3-hour course. Uh, I just got done with part of it, which was intersectionality. And so, this is like, okay. A lot of people who are the color of white, they are unaware of certain things. So, for example, intersectionality, because the only thing that some people only have to worry about is either if they're white, a woman, them being a woman, and if they are a woman and they are white and they are homosexual, they have another thing against them. So, uh, for I had a conversation with somebody not right now. I had a conversation with somebody, and I would explain to them. I said it's so much harder for me to get a job because of the way that I look. I said it's hard for me to get a job, and it's hard for me to keep a job because people don't like me. And they, being a white person, was like basically saying that I acted a victim to every circumstance that I was in, and I was just like, this person's a piece of shit. Like, this was a conversation after the fact, but this person is a piece of shit because they have no empathy for one, and because they couldn't comprehend how somebody else can do and act or feel. So they were like, "You're a victim. They're just shitting on me, narcissist bullshit." So if there have three or plus things, minorities, and most people who have three plus minority not issues, but things against, I'm using against them, they don't feel that they belong anywhere. And lesbians have a harder time securing employment because they are a woman, for one, and women already are less likely to get a callback. So, how would they know that they are a lesbian just by looking at an application? Well, if there's a list of social work done on there, like, and they have advocacy for a LGBTQ company or nonprofit or anything, then boom, that's a negative strike against them. So for me, I'm going to tell you, yes, how many things that I have against me. So, like, yeah, I assumed all these things. I was like, it's because I'm a fucking lesbian and I'm queer. Look at this. Dude, I didn't know how, like, I know that's why I stayed at companies for so long. Like, I'm staying at this position right now and staying with this company because it has benefits and I need the benefits, but I am not making what I should be making. So it's not like I'm saying, woe is me. I just know that it's harder for me to get a fucking other job. It's hard. That's why when I was during the pandemic and I was doing interviews, I was happy that they were over the phone, because if they saw me, they would be like, boop, because that's the way my life has been since the beginning. So, you want to hear the minority things that I have against me? Are you ready? Are you ready for it? Sorry, Taylor's everywhere. She's in my brain. Okay, anyhow. So, first thing looking at me. Well, kinda. I don't know. Okay. let's just not like number them of 1 to whatever, you know. So let's just discuss this. Okay, so first I was writing the list as I'm going through this course of the things of minority issues. Yeah, so anyway, let's just go forward. 1, I am queer. I am a lesbian. You could definitely look at me and know that. 2, I am a woman. Sometimes people don't know whether or not I'm a woman or a man. It's my androgyny, which is another thing. I'm mask presenting. So that's 3. I am a Mexican American. Sometimes people can tell, sometimes I don't know, but a lot of people are like, yeah, you're definitely fucking Mexican. And then people are like, what? You're white passing? Though. Another one. Yes, this is one. I am overweight by doctor's standards. I should be weighing like 120, 130 pounds. I have not weighed that ever in my entire freaking life. So those 5, that's when you're just looking at me. And then when you talk to me, you realize I'm neurodivergent as fuck. And apparently, as my friend told me the other day, that I might be autistic, which my friend at the concert the other day was like, I was like, yeah, my friend just told me that I might be autistic. And she was like, well, look at that. That's a plus, because you're very highly intelligent and you are artistic. So those are good things. And I was like, I know. I said, I'm not against the diagnosis. But I'm just letting you know that this is what's going on, because like we were just catching up with each other. So the number 7 thing is that I was always working in male-run industries, because that's where I felt more comfortable because of the way that I looked. And so I wouldn't have to be in customer service, because people judge me. And this is something that I have accepted, and it fucking sucks, but I'm not going to change who I am because of that. And, you know, because I've thought, like, I've been at my low points where I'm like, maybe I should wear a wig. Maybe I should wear makeup. Maybe I should start dressing more feminine. But then that would set me back on my growth, because as a fucking teenager, as a child, I was like, maybe I should be this way. Maybe I should date boys to be more accepted. Maybe I should have a fucking gender affirming surgery. These are things that I thought, but I went through hell to get to where I am. And I'm not going to set myself back. I'm not going to fucking cater to society's normal bullshit, because it's not normal, it's bullshit. Because there are more people out there that are like me. And we tend to just stick into the fields that they're not going to be judged. And what is that? Nonprofit. Where the queers are there. We're there. We're the ones running nonprofits like crazy. And, you know, working for the nonprofits in any manner possible, volunteering and working, being the higher ups, creating the nonprofits. And so for myself, as a person that is in school getting ready to eventually graduate, where am I going? I'm going to a fucking career that is more in the social sector because of the way that I look. customer service is not a good place for a person like me. Hence, I've never worked in customer service in that manner except a gay-owned video store for like 7 years. And my long-term jobs were in where I didn't have to deal with people. Like I worked for a warehouses, because I worked at FedEx for like 4 years, I think 4 or 5 years. And then at the same time I was working there, I was working at another warehouse, and I was there for like 5 or 6 years. So I've worked in positions that where I was comfortable in because I was physically active, and I didn't have to deal with the judgment of people looking at me and seeing me. Now, is that something that I put in my own mind? No, because I have experienced this. This one time I did get hired at a job that was in office, and it was mostly women and one dude. And at that job, the women bullied me. I eventually got let go from that job because when I was on vacation, they took over my accounts. Well, I wasn't on vacation. I was deathly sick. Like, I swear it was COVID before it became, in December 2019, because this happened in like June or July of 2019. And I was sick and they didn't know what was wrong with me. And I discussed this before on one of the podcasts, but that's neither here or there. But this job, like, these women took over my warehouses that I was supplementing, and they did not do it right. And so when we got in trouble from the higher ups, who did they blame it on? Me. And I said, those are the dates that I was sick and not in office. And they were like, well, you should have made sure that we did your job right. Dude, you're the fucking manager and the supervisor. You guys should know what you're doing. It was an easy position. It was easy. It was easy. It wasn't hard. But these women bullied me all the time, and I think the supervisor that was our supervisor took over the manager's position, because I'm sure she got her somehow fired, because that's how scandalous this fucking little office was of 4 people. And one of the girls that was hired on after me, she quit right away. She's like, fuck this place. They're fucking blaming you for everything. Like, these were things that were known. And the guy was like, made almost $1 million mistake. And they didn't give him any shit the way that they gave me for their mistakes. I hope they get the life set that they deserve. So anyway, yeah. So because of these things, I was always like, from the beginning of time, from the beginning of everything, I worked at gay-owned businesses. Like, I felt more comfortable gay-owned businesses because that's cool. But it's hard to find a mom and pop these days, honestly. Like, if you look around, it's hard. I worked at a doggy daycare as a I got hired. In less than a month, I was already the supervisor. I was the manager of the doggy daycare part of it. Like, hello. I'm a hard worker, but because it was gay owned, I was good. So I rose through the ranks, which wasn't very much but the guy that was there before me, he was there for a year. I got the position over him because I was actually doing my goddamn job. So I have 7 minority issues. I'm not going to call them an issue. I have 7. And the person that was like, you're just making excuses for yourself. I know somebody that has had a worse life than you. I was like, what does that have to do with me? This is like, why are you even fucking with me right now? But I have 7 minority stances. I need to find a different word. But anyway, and I understand that's my life. This is who I am. I'm not going to play to society's bullshit and make myself unhappy and wear a wig, wear more femme clothes, excuse me. So, I've been let go from jobs because I was a lesbian, and the person that I told that was like, you are playing victim, da da da, did not believe me. And I've said this before, so like, I've been fired because I was a fucking queer ass bitch. That's who I am. And I didn't stand for bullshit. I was treated unfairly, so I stood up for myself. And people who stand up for themselves usually get shit canned. And plus, it was because they were like, yeah, you did get fired because you're queer. And so did so and so. She also got let go, like just a couple weeks before me. And I was like, what in the fuck is wrong with this company? But they're still going. Good for them, you know? Hope they get the life that they deserve. So yeah. And it's pretty shitty. Because if you're just a woman, you're good. If you're white, you're fucking good. You still only have that fucking woman thing against you. The woman thing. It's a disease. You have that woman disease. Well, some people do feel that way. And, you know, it would be as if I was Muslim and, you know, black or, you know, any kind of thing that you are that would be a bias. There's the motherfucking word I was looking for. I'm just like all over the place right now. Oh, I better check my time. I have. So yeah, like, it's shitty because some of these things you can't change about yourself. Why would you change your comfort? Then that's not the job that I should be working, correct? Correct. So the reason why this is being brought up, because I was just discussing with somebody and I was like, you know, my pay that I'm making isn't worth what I'm making. I know that I should be making more, and it's just harder to get up in the ranks. At this current position that I'm in, it's harder. Only for the fact that the hours that they're hiring for some of the positions are really, really not good for my school and family life. Like, I told one of the supervisors from one of the teams that he was trying to get me to work on, and I was like, those hours are not good for people who have families. I can't be working until 11 o'clock at night. I have things to do. I have to take my parents places. They have doctor's appointments. They have things they need to be handled with the help of myself. And I'm like, so I can't continue with the interview. And so it's just harder, but I'm not willing to live an untruthful life. I'm living my truth. I am a queer woman, Mexican. I am mask presenting. I am overweight, which can be worked on. I've been working on it for my whole life, but I think there's something else going on with this body. Well, I have fibro, so, you know, I could put that down a list of things. I have a fucking disease. I have fibro. Put that down on there because I was just like, and also diabetes now. Fucking bullshit, diabetes. And then it's harder for people. It's harder for me to make doctor's appointments because I'm like, I can't. I have to work. Well, if I go to the doctor and then this is wrong with me, then I can't fucking have the time off because you have see jobs make it really hard for you to stay alive in America. So hard. You have, like, my sick time is used up because I was sick and I have to accrue more sick time, or I should look into that. So it's just like it's hard for us to be able to take care of ourselves because I'm looking in the wrong area. It's harder for us to take care of ourselves because we don't have, you have to have the time for this. You have to have the time for that. And I need the money. Like, I need the money. I need the money. Because eventually I want to move out and have my own place. But here in Arizona, it is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh. I just looked and I have 16 hours of sick time accrued and almost 40 hours of paid time. So that is good. I don't think I'm using some PTO this week because I'm taking my daughter to go see the Joe Bros tomorrow. So we're going to do that. So yeah. So these are certain things that other people do not have to worry about. White men got it good. These men, period, have it good. Because if you're a white man and you have one bias against you, which is if you were gay, you good. Because let's be honest, gay men run the world, not girls. Girls do not run the world, Beyonce. I'm sorry to say that. We run it underground. But white gay men, like, let's be for real. We were discussing it, and this is a bias in its own, is saying that gay men have money. And it's because white gay men have the money. Like, when we go out and we see these things and we're like, okay, and these are a bias. I know that. I'm not dumb to that. It is a bias. Oh my God, I think I'm hungry now. Yeah, because I was just like, I don't think I'm hungry. And now I'm like, my stomach's like, hey, bitch, you need to eat something other than pizza. Because that's all we've been eating for 3 days. But anyhow. So yeah, it is a bias against gay men, but it's the truth. And they're like, yeah, I'm a gay man and I run this shit. And there's a lot of things. And then, age. Holy tits, McGee. 10. My age. Thank the Lord that I shave my head, because if I have any grays, I don't really know. I think I've seen 1 or 2. I'd be even more screwed. Good thing my mom's side of the family, we have these good genes. We're youthful, and I don't fucking go in the sun and ruin my face like I've known people to do, where they're like, I want to get a tan, so I'm going to not wear. And I'm like, dude, you need sunblock. It's cancer. That thing up there, the big red glowing golden thing up there, that is causing cancer. And guess who just died? Jimmy Buffett of skin disease. Like, isn't that ironic? Is that the correct usage? Or did Alanis Morissette ruin me? So yeah, that's what's up. That's what's going on, you guys. Learning about new things. And then there's maternal. If I do have a child, but thank the Lord that she's older. And I was working at the gay-owned businesses when she was little, so we were good there. But when it comes to factoring in raises, like, I'm wondering, like, how much was the raise everybody got? Did everybody get the same raise? And it's just a lot. We queers, women, Mexicans, mask presenting, overweight, neurodivergent, diabetic, fibromyalgic, is that even a word? Aged people, we age like fine wine though, have all these biases against us. Getting a job is harder. And here is the cold, hard facts. Science, bitches. Science have proven this, and studies have shown. Here I am. And I know that I have a hard life because of all of these things. And I accept it. And I am trying to work through it and get a better position by getting a degree. We have to go in more debt. There's another thing. We have to go in more debt to get a fucking degree to fucking do this shit. But that's something that you should think about. What are your biases? Go ahead. Write to me. I'll even give you the email address. It's rebelriotllc@gmail.com. Tell me what your biases are. Have you ever been fired because of a certain thing about you? Like, let me know. Like, these things here are what's up. This is what's going on in our lives. In a great America. America is not so great. I have a video on my thing that you guys should check out. I'm logging in. I need to log in. My time, check in. It's been 30 minutes. Done. So yeah, that's what's going on, you guys, in this place called America. Did you know that people in Europe think that like a inhaler costs like $30 when it is or free, and then it's like $100 or more, up to $350. Watch the video I posted on my personal. I think I put it as a public, so check it out. Well, go ahead and email me and let me know your thingies. My name is, and check me out on all the platforms, of course. Check me out. Check it out. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. OG_TR Beltran is on the Instagram. Rebel Riot LLC. Thug_Sunshine on TikTok. I get so bored here at work that this what I do is do my TikToks. Only bored because we're in our little slow season right now, and they're asking if we want voluntary time off, and I'm like, I need money. I need more money, please. Even though I just got a little tiny bitty chitty pitty raise. Thankful for it, but I think we need to do a little bit better here. All right. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Teresa on the government side, but I am Tisa Rebel Beltran, and you have a great day. Check me out on the platforms. Thank you for tuning in. I love you, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.